Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Felid Air Elementalist of Quaslol, unbelievable as that string of words is. And it's going okay. I don't know. Felid of Quaslol is probably a serious challenge. I think people will make fun of me for picking it, but it seemed like fun. And I do like Quaslol. I don't have as many Quaslol wins as I would like. Air Elementalist is very hard to get started, I feel like. But I enjoy the fun of like finding double bounces. Whoops. Remember to use our speed. That's the only reason we're not dead yet as a kitty cat. Is these bounces that you get from like not having to engage the enemies at all. Now let's try on this new ring. No thanks. Oh, and let's mark the ring that's good as where is it? Oh wow, it's like right I'm not used to my rings being the first item. I'm used to scrolling past the first item thinking that they're weapons. But nope, for Felids, rings are first. Or jewelry in general anyway. Okay, an ogre. Well, we've got pillars to dance around, I guess, right? So should be fine. Yes, he ducks up there like a smart guy. And then again, no, not this time. Yeah, got him. See, who says ogres are a problem? For squishy casters, just don't let them near you. It's been a while. When did I last play a Felid? I guess I played one on Combo Robin. Felid Enchanter, that's right. I won the Felid Enchanter for Combo Robin. Which employs different strategies, right? Because you're not actually zapping enemies like this. But you are trying to avoid meleeing them like while they're awake. And running away works, similarly. I don't know. Oh, upheaval's already at 3. So we can consider going easy on upheaval, but as our like I don't want to fight this enemy button, I think you want it to be a pretty good power as well. Ooh. All right, we got him. He has a wand? Polymorph. That would have been a little rude if that had hit. Alright, here's the bounces. Yep. So that's just how we're sort of dealing with everything at this point in the game, is try to trick them into positioning themselves badly for bounces and then apply bounces. And in some cases, like for non-ranged enemies, such as scorpions, it's not even tricking them. We can force them by just kiting like this until they lose until they get too far away that they have to be in a bad position if they want to chase us. So I guess that if they were smart, they would say, oh, he's trying to position me, I'll just run away. But like, they're not that smart. And with good reason. If they were, the game would be a little bit frustrating. I guess on reflection, the game is actually quite frustrating for a lot of people, including often me. So maybe that is not the best argument I could have made. So we'll just wait for this guy to show up here and then move in for the bounce and kill him. So, we could learn Static Discharge. It does more damage for sure, but I think if you're creative with your bounces, it's more effective. Oh, there should be an ogre back here. Oh, and he's awake, right? Yeah, he heard my clouds. Well, you don't hear clouds, of course, but the clouds come from making noisy explosions and so on. Actually, in Crawl, do clouds make noise? They might. I thought it was like it makes noise and puts down a cloud is the behavior, but maybe it's not. I miscast shock. Gross. All right, let's just upheaval this. Whoa, what? The targeter. Last time I used upheaval, it showed you that it might very well reach a 3x3 grid. Now it doesn't. Is that telling me that I don't have enough piety that it will ever reach more than one square? I don't think that's true. I think the targeter must have changed, and that seems like a bug to me if that's true. But let's try it. I'll see how it goes. Yeah, it hit 2 things. So I think that is a mistake. Let me just put that on my to-do list. Learn add amalloy to do. Upheaval targeter should be 3x3 or 5x5, not 1x1. Okay, cool. Still no lair, but that was Dungeon 7. No problem. Ooh. We have found a lot of heal wounds this game. I feel good about that. So another thing is we could work on evocations. But, I mean, like, they're good. You know, we have paralysis and polymorph. These solve some problems. Ooh. Killer bee. Can we fight even one killer bee? My vote is no. Please be killed by Quaslol instead. Oh god. Oh god. What's happening to me? Alright, I really need to upheave a bunch of these killer bees, but I want to do it without attracting like the entire hornet's nest on top of me. I think I just need to upheaval them as much as I can and hope for the best. Yeah, there goes one. More bees, though. And I can upheaval this one in the back. Yeah, I hear more buzzing, but if I run away, I can maybe get out before the bees know specifically where I have run to. All right, that was scary. Bees, man. They're a nightmare for a felid like me. And so that's like, I don't know. On the one hand, Quaslol sort of created that problem. Oh, a sky beast. I can't lightning him. Right, because if I weren't so loud, I could have run away from the bees a little bit more easily. Whoa! I accidentally walked towards the ogre instead of away. And he missed me twice, which is like, that's what evasion is for. But if that had gone a little bit less well, I could have just been killed right then. Right, that's the thing about evasion is it's all like, oh yeah, most of the time you don't even get hit at all. It's amazing. And then sometimes you get hit for a billion damage. Let's run away from this. And we could try to upheaval him, and like we would roll probably some damage that isn't electric, but I just like would rather avoid him since that's an option. Cool. Invocations up to 5? That's probably overdoing it a little for the moment. Let's get back to fighting some more. And so eventually I'm going to pick up some unarmed combat, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. On most characters, I take a melee weapon, right? Because it's something to do to save MP. But I'm not sure if it's a good idea on Felid, because it's so risky to be in melee ever. I think it probably is a good idea. So, and on Felid, though, also, I often take it because you get stabs, and like you just naturally invest in stealth as a Felid because it's so cheap. And with some reasonable stealth and reasonable unarmed combat, you can get some stabs But with Quaslaw, that will not be a realistic option, I'm afraid. No matter how much we put into stealth, we're not getting stabs this game. So that makes unarmed combat a lot less appealing than it would otherwise be. Okay, Trog and Picellus, sure. I don't need any gods anymore, of course, aside from the one true god, Quaslaw. Yeah, there's still more to explore. A centaur? I didn't even remember seeing a centaur. I guess I just ran away from him because I saw the sky beast at the same time. This sky beast is a little bit irritating, but you know, we're a cat. We can just run and run and run, and then eventually he forgets about us. Because even with Quaslaw, we do have some stealth that makes it so monsters forget you when you walk away. So in addition to making it harder to see you, stealth does help with monsters forgetting you once you are out of view. And I don't know if that's based on your stealth skill or your stealth score. Probably your stealth score, which like is being lowered by Quaslaw as we get more piety. So that is something that will happen to us less and less as we progress. But for now, you know, it's nice. We can be forgotten by monsters. Necrophage. These bounces are pretty legit. And as a Felid, like, you can actually set them up pretty reliably. That's something I had not really considered before. And so this is something that, like, I remember before I got Great Player and Greater Player and all that stuff, which if you don't remember me babbling on about it in some episode a long time ago, which is a reasonable point of view, is, you know, for winning one game with every character, every race, and one game with every background, and one game with every god, is that it exposes you to so many different styles of play, and so many different aspects of the game in general, that you really kind of know a lot of what's going on, right? And it's just like seeing, you know, tooting my own horn a little bit here, but like seeing, oh yeah, you can be pretty creative as a Felid air elementalist, and like, I don't know, I certainly remember a time when I wouldn't have been creative enough or patient enough to, we don't want to use up elemental force anyway, to do the kind of stuff that is making this Felid seem like disgustingly overpowered, right? Like I'm unhittable most of the time, right? And if I carelessly let myself get into a bad position, like, just walk away, easy. You can't do that with other characters, really. Yeah, let's leave the Orc Warrior alone, though. Whoa, all right. This many orcs in a line. How can I say no? Oh, yeah. And the double bounces on the warrior, yeah. And like, I certainly remember thinking that Shock was a terrible spell in the past. And like, the damage is not as good as the other level ones you start with, but the versatility and the ability to apply that damage multiple times is just so good. Like, to multiple monsters or multiple times to a single monster. There's a lot you can do with Shock. So we'll just take this guy upstairs, since there wasn't a good location for chain bouncing him upstairs. And I think we can just keep going till we get to layer this video. We're going pretty fast. Comparatively fast for me, anyway. I'm aware that I'm not the fastest player in the world. Orc Warrior I'm not very happy with. He seems to be pretty well equipped. Yeah, he has plate armor. I'm just going to leave him alone for now. I could upheaval him, but like the stairs were a safe option that cost us nothing. So, you know, recognizing when you don't have to fight something is important too. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Can't really get a double bounce at this time. So I don't know, maybe we'll upgrade to Lightning Bolt eventually. But there doesn't seem to be any pressing need right now. We're doing pretty well with Shock. I guess I'm okay with my scrolls where they are. Friggin' bees, man. And metal walls. I believe Shock does not bounce off of metal walls. I should have at least tested that, right? So there's bound to be a bunch more bees around, right? You never see just one bee, I don't think. There we go. Spent a bunch of time positioning, which was sort of silly. And then at the end of all that, he just got killed by a cloud. My Shock didn't even hit him. But I mean, it just seems like there's so many playstyle. Ooh, a wand of teleportation? Yes, please. And a new amulet. No thanks. I'll put back on Guardian Spirit, I guess. A Phantom Mirror. Ornate deck of cards. This is like some sort of trail of, I don't know, like what do you put down? Like if a water moccasin could hurt quite a bit. And he's faster than I am. I'm going to go ahead and upheaval this, I think. Yeah, that helps a lot. Like, that's why Quaslaw is so good. I just invested, like, 5 in Invocations. It's not a ton. And I can just ranged smite, AoE smite, anything I want. You know, it's a very strong ability. The problem, of course, is that you pay for it with all the noise, basically. So that's... I feel like that's how Lasty... Is Lasty... Did Lasty make Quaslaw, or was that Grunt? I'm not sure, actually. I mean, with Rue, like, his abilities are arguably even stronger than Quaslaw's. And you pay for them with Drain and with, of course, Rue's famous sacrifices. So I think that's kind of a cool way that gods have... That not all gods, but some gods have been designed, is you want to give them some really strong abilities to make them interesting, but you can't just give them that with no downsides. So you find some strong downsides to give them as well. And that's sort of a way that you can explore 2 different design spaces at once, right? One of new abilities, and 2 of, like, ways to convince players to handicap themselves in order to get those abilities. Really, still no lair, but we found Orc. All right. That's fine. I don't mind. I'll clear dungeon all day. Yeah, so it, in fact, does not bounce off metal walls. Okay, a yak. So this indicates that we could be getting close to lair. And of course, more yaks. You never see just one yak. But let's leave. That area was a little bit crowded. Is this a... Oh, this is Orc. Here we go. And, like, you know, maybe we could... Oh, Sky Beasts. Forget it. I'll try another staircase. Maybe, you know, we could handle those yaks, probably. But I'd rather, like, they not get the jump on me. I fall through a shaft. There's a basilisk. Good thing I have magic resistance. Oh, this looks like a statue garden, right? Green walls and... Yeah. So there's probably more basilisks and other lizards around. And I'm going to see some statues before long, I imagine. Please. Alright, I want to kill this basilisk to make an escape route. I was thinking of reading teleport or something instead, but I decided this was the way to go. Does that bounce off a crystal? Apparently, yes. Okay. Huh, it wasn't a statue garden. It was some sort of lizard garden. Manticore! What? Alright, Quaslal, I need some assistance, please. We're gonna upheave the heck out of this guy. Alright, that was 3 upheavals. But I think it was totally worth it. Manticores are serious business. I gotta get back upstairs. Jeepers. This is nasty. All right, an unseen horror is not that bad because we can see invisible, actually, I think. I mean, I know we can see invisible. I think it's not that bad. Yeah, we don't get the accuracy or the evasion penalties, so that was actually just sort of some free experience. It's not a lot of fun to fight those guys when you can't see invisible. You gotta just like flail around and hope you hit them. Huh! I killed someone behind him. Alright, we gotta be careful. We're running a little low on MP. We seem to have killed a null pack with no real problems. Still no stairs. Well, there's stairs down, not the direction I'm looking for. Oh, we found Lair. So the question then is, do we even want to go back upstairs? Maybe? No? No, I think the answer is no. I'd rather just do Lair, get some experience there, than try to deal with Dungeon 10 and 11. Okay, so we did it. We found Lair, thanks to a timely shaft and Quaslal's beneficence. That's a word, right? Beneficence? Yeah, sure. That'll do it. I'm surprised we made it this far and haven't even died yet. Pretty good, if I have to say so myself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.